Aloha mai kako. You are watching Hawaii Political Reporter.
All right, we're here with Dominic Yagong. Dominic, can you tell me what is going to make the difference here for this wonderful place? How are you going to make Hawaii a better place?
Well, I think tonight the event that we were here listening to all the different candidates is one of the ways to do it. It was so wonderful to see so many different organizations come together and say that they have concerns and problems in the community and they want our political leaders to listen. And I think one of the things that was very clear tonight when you listen to all the different organizations is they're saying that they really want home rule. They want an opportunity for people here in Hawaii County to really determine what our destiny should look like. There's so many issues that we talked about, whether it was the geothermal, whether it was the hunters' bills, but the message was loud and clear, and that is people are concerned and people want to be in charge of their destiny, and home rule I think is going to be a very important part of this upcoming election.
Thank you very much. Is there anything that stands out, any one issue that is really important to you, or are they all kind of a hodgepodge?
Well, I think there's several issues that's important, and one of the biggest issues that we got to deal with here in Hawaii County, and folks, I got to tell you, it's not a glamorous issue. It's not something that have all kinds of fireworks that flies up in the sky, but is the issue of dealing with the imminent closure of our Hilo landfill. And the reason that's so important, ladies and gentlemen, is because the landfill, the cost of the closure could easily cost the taxpayers between $80 to $90 million. So we got to come up with the solutions to address that issue. And as mayor of the county of Hawaii, if I'm fortunate to be elected, that's going to be one of my top issues. And what we're going to do is but we are going to go out and seek private-public partnership so that we can bring vendors from throughout the world to bring forth technology for us to deal with our waste stream. You know, if you take a look at the county of Maui, they're doing an excellent job. They just recently put out a request for qualifications out to the world for them to do the same thing, have a technology to deal with their waste stream. You know that they had over 60 inquiries regarding that, and actually 26 actual proposals from around the world, from Germany, from Korea, from throughout the United States and here in Hawaii. And what they're telling these folks to do is you come in, build the technology on our property, you bring in the expertise, you bring in the financing, and you operate the facility. And what that means, folks, it takes the burden off the county of Hawaii taxpayers, this $80 to $90 million burden off the taxpayers, and allow a private-public partnership to be formed to meet the needs of the people of this county. And I think that's certainly one way we need to go here in Hawaii County to make sure that not only that we create jobs in the private sector, we also protect the jobs of the local county workers, because they still have to take care of the landfill, they still have to take care of the transfer station. But what this does is it takes away the burden of financing and the expertise of running the facility, and we do it with the private sector. I'm all about private-public partnerships, and I think that's a direction that we need to go in order to meet our needs here in Hawaii County.
There it is with Chairman Yagong, and we have to thank him. He's gained a lot of respect from me, especially when he stood behind us on Bill 270 this year. Only a couple of people did, and this is the guy that was right there with us. Anything you want to say in closing?
Well, I do want to say on Bill 70, thank you for bringing it up. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it's so important that what we understand is that we cannot make it cost prohibitive for the people of the county of Hawaii to build their American dream, to get that American dream, which is building a home. If you really want to stimulate the economy here on the Big Island, what you need to do is have a thriving construction and building industry. But Bill 270, as we all know, makes it so cost prohibitive that a lot of people are not going to be able to purchase a home. So we are working very hard to come up with an alternative building code that we believe is going to be much more applicable to Hawaii County and less cost prohibitive. And believe me, that will begin to help stimulate our economy.
That's great. From a personal standpoint, do you think there's really too much government or not enough government, or where do you stand in there?
You know, I truly believe that government needs to regulate with common sense and not participate. Whatever we can do to take some of our county resources and take those resources and allocate it out into the public sector to allow them to bring the services and needs of the county, I think is wonderful, because it's our taxpayers' dollars, but putting it into the private sector allows us to help stimulate the economy.
That's wonderful. I know there are a lot of union people here on this island. Is there something you can say directly to them, those union people, that would make them understand that you're on their side?
The private-public partnership that I'm talking about is taking a facility like this waste-to-energy facility that we're not doing here in the county of Hawaii. So we're not asking, we're not going to be taking away jobs from the people of the county of Hawaii. We're going to be creating jobs in the private sector. Here's the problem that we have. Right now, we are now deferring payments of our it's called GASP payments, post-retirement. We're not able to make over $34 million in post-retirement payment with the workforce that we have right now. We would be actually making it more detrimental to the existing county workers if we were to continue to grow. If you want to really make sure that the county workers' jobs, the current county workers' jobs are secure, we cannot continue to grow government. But rest assured, and I want to make this absolutely clear to all these unionized workers, Dominic Yagong is not going to take away your jobs. But what we're not going to do is grow government to a point where we cannot afford the workforce. And then eventually that would lead to people losing their jobs, or that would lead to raising taxes. And we can't do that. We as a county cannot afford it.
So what you're saying is the more private sector jobs we produce, the more secure those union people have.
Absolutely, absolutely, because like I said, if we are now deferring payments to retirement benefits because of the workforce that we have, if you add more, that's going to bring more costs to that. So you want to secure the jobs, we've got to start taking a look at all these new services that are coming out and making sure that we try to stimulate the economy by creating jobs, but do so in the private sector.
Super. And I want to tell you, this has been a wonderful evening, and I got to thank Chairman Yagong for joining us. Thanks again, Chairman.
Thank you. Aloha. Mahalo.